Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Smash for this Friday. Let me get the date and time right because I messed that up this week. It's June 6th. Hey, honey, it's June 6th. It's 6/6. This was supposed to be your daughter's birthday.
Yes, 6/6/06.
Jolie was supposed to be born, scheduled to be born on 6/6/6. And the fact that she wasn't, I think, is evidence that she is not the devil child. She's a sweet, sweet girl.
Okay, everybody, I wake up in the morning. I'm hot now. I wake up in the morning and I make lemon water or tea with
Good morning indeed.
My apple cider vinegar. Everybody should wake up to that every morning.
And why is that, honey?
Because lemon it uplizes your body. Vitamin C helps with your gut, and apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon and honey in there. It helps with your gut, and everything in your body is controlled by your gut, your bios.
Well, I need to start doing that with you. So, of course, we're going to talk about the Elon Musk, Donald Trump, X-war, social media post-war, because I guess Donald Trump is mostly posting on Truth Social. And obviously Musk is posting on X. But wow. It all went down, started going down just before I went to air yesterday on my Newsmax show. And I was filling in for Ed Henry. So I did 2 hours yesterday. And all that started flying within, I don't know, maybe 2 hours or an hour and a half before I started my show. And we were also short-staffed because, or the network was short-staffed because they were having a party in New York yesterday. And that meant I couldn't get as much help or couldn't make as many changes in the show because we just didn't have the staff for it. We had our own staff, but, technical staff. So anyway, we still reported it, and we did report it pretty aggressively. And I had our reporter at the White House, Mike Carter, used a bunch of the tweets in his story, and then we were talking about it with guests. But at first, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it was real because they'd been so tight and I think accomplished so much in the last few months. But wow, they're just going after each other. It is something. And I just want to read a couple of your comments from you guys, including Harness the Power of Planet Saturn, who was first to comment and said, "Good morning, Rick and Kelly. Huge news. Elon Musk has officially accused Trump of being in the Epstein files, but this is like 1 year later after we already saw the Trump Epstein pictures." That's how he kind of started it. And then he posted a picture of a large wiener hot dog that Trump did. I'm sorry, Elon Musk posted a picture of a large wiener hot dog saying Elon Musk leaves women satisfied, unlike Trump. Has Elon gone mad? And then Marcy Mack said, spent yesterday on the boat, walking the beach, collecting shark teeth sea glass, swimming in the Gulf of America, away from TVs, away from phones, got home at 8, turned on Jesse, and was like, WTF. Yeah.
Yeah.
WTF indeed. And then someone else said, Emma Anderson said, bought a boatload of Tesla stock yesterday after seeing all the drama. That's probably a smart move.
Yeah. Yes.
Robin says, I don't know what to make of this Trump Elon. You know what?
I think it's crazy. I think it's insanity. We have a leader that's like, why doesn't he just be quiet? He should just be quiet and be professional. I'm sorry if he's dealing with a madman.
I don't know about a madman.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, if he thinks that he's a madman, I don't know.
He's definitely a
There's something-
departure from what you'd expect in the
Well,
office.
I just don't understand what like exactly, like, explain, break it down for me, Rick, because
What
I-
they're fighting.
so he hired Elon Musk
Mhm,
to come in
mhm,
to find out all the waste, cut the fat. We don't need to spend this money on this and this and this. Basically doing the books for the government,
Yeah, like an audit.
an audit.
Hmm.
So he found out that he's doing that there's all this waste that the government has been spending.
Hmm.
And then I'm sorry, I just woke up. I just like legit just like rolled out of bed.
Me too.
And now Trump is doing this big beautiful bill, right? And that's $1 quadrillion, right? That he wants
Like
to spend.
3 or 4 trillion in spending.
So riddle me this.
Yes, my love.
Trump wanted to get rid of all the waste,
Yes,
hired Elon.
yes.
Now he wants to spend that kind of money on
Well,
the big, beautiful bill.
this is where it gets complicated. And you can have both. You can apply all of the cuts that Elon Musk and his Doge team found. You can apply those to the government's day-to-day operations. You can. But you also have to have a spending bill. You have to have appease all these different members of Congress when you put your budget together. And if you don't get the votes, then this is where forgive me, this is where I'm not a Washington guy. I didn't cover politics my whole life, but I do know that there are things in this bill that won't happen if it doesn't get passed. And one of the things in this bill is a huge tax cut for all Americans. That if we don't pass this bill, all of our taxes are going to go up. But if they do pass this bill, we're going to have tax breaks, all of us. But Musk, I think, is mad because of there's still pork in the bill. There's still extra stuff in there, spending stuff. And it's not going to help us get out of debt. It's only going to get us further into debt. And that's why he's pissed. Because at some point through all of this, he, I guess, believes there should have been more of an effort to make a big, beautiful bill that
is not going to give us that. That's not going to get us in debt.
Right.
And when you get in debt like that, then inflation goes up.
Well, this nation's been in debt for a long time, and we're climbing deeper and deeper into debt. And so I think he's just frustrated because of the way Washington works. It's so hard to get anything done. Everything they've done has been challenged in every court that they can find.
Well, that's how it is in California. That's why our government is screwed up. My girlfriend, Lena, from San Francisco, sent me this article. It's a good article.
Oh my God.
Can we read that right now? It is how corrupt our government is.
It's San Francisco.
It's San Francisco.
It's the San Francisco city government.
The bureaucracy that happens with our government
Yeah.
is so, I think, I mean, I just don't trust big government. I don't like it. But we're having a really good Patreon
Oh my God.
today.
I'm editing it. I've been editing it the last day, and I'm continuing to edit it this morning. It'll be posted later today. Our Rick and Kelly show on Patreon. It's our 195th episode.
It is so good. I have Jacqueline Larita from New Jersey Housewives on there talking about her facelift, because you guys all know I'm obsessed with facelifts.
And we just did this whole thing on facelifts earlier this week on the Smash.
And I did a cooking with Kelly.
You did two.
A cook-off with Rebecca, because she's a really good cook. She's from Chile and Argentina.
Tony's wife, Rebecca. So
She's
they
an
made
excellent
salmon.
cook.
They made
So
salmon.
we had a cook-off, and then we had people come and judge.
Yeah.
Hi, Allison. Thank you. Good morning, Rick and Kelly. I hope you have the best day. I will say.
Steve Bannon was saying last year many times that Elon would turn on Trump. There are a lot of people who talked about Trump being unstable. I'm not Trump, sorry. There are a lot of people who talked about Elon Musk being unstable, being unpredictable, and flying off the handle regularly in front of
Oh, you don't think
employees.
Trump does that?
Trump is a fiery guy, but
Trump does the same thing, and he's our president of the United States.
he is president of the United States, and he is very different from anyone who's ever held that office. But I appreciate that personally because I don't like the nonsense and the BS. And you say whatever you want about him, he's transparent, and he doesn't hide from the cameras, and he doesn't hide from the press like the prior administration did. And I'm sorry, but they did. Kamala Harris, when she said
Someone said that Elon is mad because he got rid of the mandates, the EV mandates.
right, so that's another theory that all of this
Elon
is
is mad
really,
Trump canceled his EV mandates.
right, because there were requirements on the books that by I think 2035 or something, all vehicles were going to have to be electric, and Trump said, "No, we're not doing that." And I wondered at the time,
But I don't understand. You know what it takes to make electricity on the other side.
yeah,
It's still bad for our environment. So I don't know why people think electric cars are. I mean,
look it up. How much pollution is involved in creating batteries for electric vehicles? Look that up, and look up
electricity.
look up the carbon emissions from electric vehicles from the tires. You probably didn't think about this, but it's a true fact. The tires on electric vehicles emit more, they burn more rubber and emit a lot more of that, whatever that chemical, whatever that bad stuff is from tires into the environment because those vehicles are heavier and they burn through more rubber. That plus the fact that you have to create the electricity before you put it into the vehicle. You have to build those batteries, you have to build those cars. There's a lot of environmental pollution that comes from electric vehicles too. But there is a theory that Elon is really mad because his stock took a nosedive because he started working with the Trump administration. And then Donald Trump got rid of the EV mandate, so that could hurt his business. And so maybe some people are speculating that he's going after him because he wants the stock price to go back up and people start buying Teslas again. That could be true. Should we read some of these comments? We want to, by the way, good morning, everyone. Please subscribe.
Thank you, Allison.
Can you hit the like button?
For the tip.
Yes, thank you, Navy Wife Allison. If you could subscribe and hit the like button, that'd be great. Thank you for that. Elon is mad. Trump canceled his EV mandates. And then Max goes, "We all know who's Rick's side." You know, I think I know why you said that. And that's fine, but understand this: I grew up in a very liberal household, and I have built my feelings on my personal experience, and everyone has their own personal experience, and everyone's entitled to feel a certain way about everything.
Right.
And we should all just respect each other's opinions and leave it at that, right?
Well, they can't. People have to hate you, and then they come after you.
Tina Beagle said, who
if you don't agree with them.
Yes. Who, I think she meant who won the cook-off.
Oh, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. You have to subscribe to Patreon to see.
So
$5, as much as a coffee.
Just to finish that thought, not only do we have the Jackie Loretta interview, which you have to watch, you just have to join Patreon because Jackie Loretta, Kelly talked to Jackie Loretta this is like, it's an exclusive interview with her for the first time, I think, going public with her facelift, the whole story.
Yes.
And then you have two Cooking with Kellys because you have the Greek salad, the avocado salad. It was incredible.
Right.
Plus the salmon. And then we have some home improvement pictures, but there was something else in there too. It's really good. Anyway, Rick and Kelly show on Patreon.
Elon has difficulty in all his relationships.
Well,
wait, first of all, the guy's obviously cuckoo birds. He has like 20 kids with 20 different women.
You know,
and we all know that Amber Heard, that's the baby daddy. We all know that baby is his.
The
They never
line,
talk about that.
the line between genius and insanity is very thin. And Elon Musk
Why
is a
is that?
genius.
Why is that?
There's only, I think it's because of the brain and just the fact that just the way we're made, that our brains can only handle so much. And if you're that smart,
No, your brain has more capacity than we. It's like our brain only works like at 10% of what it's capable of.
well, except for guys like him. What was that movie with Bradley
Limitless.
Cooper?
I love that. You can take a
Limitless.
pill and just learn a language,
Yeah.
play the piano.
Who wouldn't take that pill?
I would.
I would totally
I
do
need
it.
that pill.
Musk took over Vance's spot, got publicity and made a bro. Boys will be boys. These two giants will figure it out, Sue says. I love that. Supposedly, Musk.
But how you can't act like that when you're running a country. I'm sorry. Am I the only one here that like I don't understand? You can't act like that. You're not on the Real Housewives.
That was the funniest meme that somebody sent of the
G3.
Real Housewives of the West Wing. Thanks, G3. That was awesome. The Real Housewives of the West Wing. They're fighting like
Kelly.
housewives.
He's fighting like like
they're spoiled brats not getting their way.
Two little bitches.
But it
yeah, Lynn. So Lynn Curtin did the surgery with Jackie.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Wait, just now?
No, got the facelift together. They got it together. How fun would that be?
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
And she said, you have to watch the show, the interview. I'm not going to tell you what she said about Lynn.
Yeah.
But it's on there. I mean, I got to leave some stuff for my paid people.
Hey, Max. What about it? Like, what do you know? We don't know anything.
What about the Epstein files?
Yeah.
You spelled Epstein wrong, by the way.
Musk said Trump's in there, but we already knew that he was in there because he's been on Epstein's plane like 7 times. But allegedly, reportedly, he's never been to Epstein Island. I think Bill Clinton's been there many times.
Oh, Bill Clinton? Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Trump ever went there. But they used his plane because they both had homes in Palm Beach, and Trump was going to Palm Beach, and Epstein would be, hey, hop on my plane. Okay, great. I would do it too. Until I found out what a scumbag he was, and I think Trump did that. Trump found out what a scumbag he was, and then he distanced himself from it. Because Epstein tried to hit on some member's teenage daughter at Mar-a-Lago. And Trump kicked him out, and that was the end of it.
Isn't it convenient? They can find one little thing, okay, say an Epstein file, which who knows if that happened, right? We don't know.
Yeah.
We really don't know. But the left get all up and raged on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet they allow women competing in men's sports.
Right.
They allow children's books of sex to be taught in kindergarten, but they don't say anything about that.
Right.
Right?
Right. How dare you?
Like what? I don't understand that.
Well, I did a long monologue about this, and actually that's in this week's Rick and Kelly show too. I included the monologue that I did about men and women's sports, and last weekend, guys competing against girls taking medals.
And the anti-Semitism that's happening on college campuses, that they're allowing this behavior to happen.
Yeah.
And no one is saying anything.
Yeah, that's also despicable. It's despicable.
People are like, they don't even understand what they're talking about.
Right.
Like, go down to Palestine. Queers for Palestine, they'd kill you over there.
Well, they're also demonstrating on behalf of eradicating Israel, which means eradicating the Jews.
But the thing is, Israel allows free speech. They allow the women to be women and have jobs and educate, and you can have gay marriages. They're free. So why are people so up in arms about this Palestine stuff? Can you tell me? Free
because it's an orchestrated anti-Israel campaign that's being funded by haters of Israel in the Middle East.
So where are all these kids jumping on the bandwagon?
Oil-rich countries are like Iran. Well, Iran's not oil-rich necessarily, but countries that hate Israel are funding and fueling the protests. They have operatives in America, and this isn't a conspiracy theory. This is legitimate. This is how it, and there is evidence of it. And there are actual reports that demonstrate and show individuals. I wanted you to see that, who are being paid by these overseas interests, who orchestrated a campaign with operatives in numerous major cities, because they started right after Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th.
This isn't working.
No, there's two.
Right there. I splattered it all over. See? I knew I
See
was gonna
what?
do that. I tried the pot filler and
Well,
it
you didn't
splattered
do it
everywhere.
right. You didn't do it right.
Huh?
You didn't do it right. You have to hold it up to the thing. You're just gonna like let it fall like a waterfall onto that beautiful 9-burner range.
Make an egg salad.
There's no way to dispose of the batteries, Patty Ford said.
Yeah.
JJ Gold said I would never buy an electric car.
Me either. Have you ever? Oh my God, those electric cars are the worst.
Good morning, AJ.
Like I had to go. When I went home from Vegas with my friend Megan in her Tesla. We had to stop, and it took we had to wait in line. Then we took 20 minutes to fill her up. I'm like, this is a pain in the ass. I mean, you can't go through a full charge to Vegas on that.
That's crazy. Look at this one from YJB. Rick, I want to fire you from answering our messages. Yesterday, Kelly was asked questions and they weren't answered because you were answering. I'm so sorry, YJB. I'm fired.
Okay, let's read some more comments. This is good. I love when they comment like this is fun.
But I'm going to make sure you answer any questions. Did you hear that Alexis and John has called off the wedding because John was allegedly texting another woman, MAGA Barbie asks?
No, I don't believe that's true because they were at Shorebird last weekend together. But maybe, who knows? Another time.
Oh, let's see if I'm sorry. I'm way behind. But thank you, Christy Dean.
Christy Dean.
Aww, give us a morning pop. You're a sweetheart. Christy, are you a member on Patreon? Because if you're not, you should join right now. Yeah, if you are, I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
That $10 you can get all 200 shows, 198.
And you could be a party patron for $10. And then you can join us on our live Zoom, which will be tomorrow. Hold on. Okay. Now I'm back. I'm getting caught up.
Okay. Bring some more.
Julie eBay read today. Final straw was Elon is really mad because Trump canceled his recommendation of individual for NASA director, which Elon wanted this guy. Yeah, I think he worked for SpaceX. I think he was one of Elon's guys. But I just woke up, so I haven't read all the morning news today.
Why don't we have our smashers read it?
Good morning, everyone, from Patriot Gal for Life. Kelly, may I have the ingredients again for the apple cider vinegar drink?
Okay. You just boil some water in your teapot, squeeze some lemon, put 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, but you have to make sure, let me show you. You have to make sure you get the mother. You got to get the mother.
Why? Why mother? What does that mean? Why does it say that?
Well, when I went to We Care Spa,
yeah,
they that thing changes your life. If you guys ever want to go on a cleanse, go to We Care Spa. They teach you everything about your gut and everything. You can do this 3 times a day right here. You want to get the mother because that's where all the good bacteria is.
Oh.
And you need to have good bacteria to run your body.
Calories, 0.
And so lemon in the morning, right when you wake up, and 3 tablespoons of this bad boy, and you can put it, tea and a little bit of lemon, and you drink that.
There you go.
And you clean out. You've got to have good
Gut.
gut
health.
Gut health is the most important thing.
Your guy, Dr. Darrell, always talks about that. Denise Mama, good morning. Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday
to you.
That's my middle name. That's why I
Yes,
went by Kelly D. Dodd, because it was
Kelly D. Double D.
Kelly D's nuts.
So Aaron says Elon a fraud. Only thing he had to do with Tesla was money. He didn't create anything there. He funded the original too. I would have to disagree, Aaron. Calling him a fraud is pretty extreme. The guy built incredibly successful companies. He's sending rockets into space. He sold far more electric vehicles than anyone on the planet. He's a genius, but I think, he's just a little off.
Everybody goes off somebody's ideas. And living in San Francisco and living in the Bay Area, you learn this, especially with startups. So, for instance, remember the MP3 player? That was invented by somebody else. Steve Jobs took that MP3 player and he made it into an iPod. So, sometimes she might be a little right because he didn't invent that.
Yeah.
He took somebody else's idea and then he mass produced it, whatever.
Right.
That happens usually in every single.
But you have to be smart enough to know how to do that. Right.
Right. So, he started PayPal. I mean, the guy he started a lot of companies, startups, and sold them for billions. The guy's a billionaire.
Yeah. Michael Rappaport, we talk about that on our
We talked about that.
Show. And we
talk about, we talked about that on Michael Rappaport. We talked about that on
our Rick and Kelly show.
On Patreon.
Yeah.
So
how do I join Patreon? Just go to patreon.com.
Or you can go into my Instagram and I have it on my link tree.
That's true. And if you're not following Kelly on Instagram, you should do that too, please.
Oh, I'm shadow banned there. I got somebody to do some analytics.
Yeah.
I'm totally shadow banned.
Like 100%.
Oh yeah. No, on Instagram.
There's no question.
Watch. I still can't do live.
But that doesn't mean you can't follow.
Watch this.
You want to go live on Instagram?
I can't do lives.
Oh no.
See?
It just said 3, 2, 1, didn't it?
I'm not eligible.
Oh wow. And
I'm not. It's been 8 months. 8 months, and I'm still in the doghouse. They totally have me shadow banned on Instagram.
Go to patreon.com and just search Rick and Kelly, the Rick and Kelly show, or you can go to Kelly's Instagram and click the link. It'll take you there. Thank you for signing up.
Geniuses are socially stupid.
That's funny.
Somebody goes Asperger's, no shade.
Thank you for smashing the like button. Yeah, Asperger's. Yeah.
Elon does a plethora of drugs. I love that one where he goes like this.
Too much ketamine.
Or like too much when you do shrooms, ketamine, and something else, and you start tripping, and he's like this, and I wish I could find that. It's hilarious. Did I send that to you?
Someone said, "What is ketamine?"
Ketamine? I don't even know. It's a horse tranquilizer. Horse trank? What is ketamine exactly?
Can we please talk? What is it? It was a horse tranquilizer that people started using.
Michael Rappaport said he would do it.
He's away for 2 weeks, but I'm down. Awesome.
So, Michael Rappaport just said he would do our show.
We're going to interview him.
Yes.
Away for 2 weeks. So what? We can still do it via Zoom.
Yeah, I'll text him. Oh my gosh.
That's great. Can we please talk about Alexis Bellino? Shannon Bedora's morning orange juice got upgraded to a mimosa yesterday. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I didn't watch last season.
Ketamine is a horse tranquilizer.
That's what's his face died of. The guy from Friends.
Yeah, not Charlie. Matthew Perry.
Yes. It's a drug to help trauma with mental issues. You should be under a doctor's care.
Wait, what about this one? I saw an article that the DeBros sold their LA condo and there was an IRS probe into them. Interesting.
Well, they made a fortune on that house.
Yeah, they did.
They made a fortune.
All right, so Grace said, just saw the RHOC trailer. It's going to be so good. Please rethink recapping. You know them all, so you can get firsthand insight.
I saw it too. I think so. I
We
think it looks
watched it
really
last night.
good.
So we talked about this.
I
and
thought it looked really good. I mean, it's the same thing. People being like the girls trying to like be like whatever, but I think it's going to be good. I think it looked really good. Grace, I'm going to recap it.
So we're going to recap it on Patreon. We're going to add that to our lineup on Patreon. That's what we talked about last night. Remember?
What somebody goes, what the hell? I thought you guys weren't political. What do you mean? You thought we weren't political? He's on Newsmax. Worked for Fox. I got fired for my being political. For telling everybody that the masks don't work.
It's
and the
true.
BLM was.
But we did. You're right. Say we weren't going to do politics anymore because we were alienating people, and that's true. But at the same time, like, are we going to ignore the world around us? Like, all anyone's talking about is Elon and Trump right now. Were we not allowed to talk about it? Should we not talk about it because we're not supposed to go political? I don't know. But back to the matter at hand, we're going to start recapping the Housewives on our Patreon. We'll do a weekly show after the Housewives comes out, and Kelly will break it down for you guys. And we're going to put that on Patreon every week. So we hope you'll join us there and watch us there. We'll have a weekly Patreon podcast plus our weekly recap. Look at you running the...
Israel is trying to take away our free speech.
What?
Huh?
Oh, my God. Okay, well, I'm shadow banning you. And it's so ridiculous.
They're the way. Go over there.
That's why you need a monitor on this thing. Have you ever been to Israel? Because I have 14 times. You know what you're talking about?
Israel started trans.
Where are you getting that information from? This is why you can't get into politics. Michelle said Trump is in there, but if he was so dangerous, why was little X in the White House? This seems to be some game only the two of them understand.
Little X.
Trump was cute. Trump was saying last night they just had a party for Elon. I think it was for all the work he's done before his exit. He said Elon knew everything in that bill and had no problem. Yeah, but then he just flipped, didn't he?
I just think that we should just have world peace. Okay, let's just start there. Like, why is this like, why are we fighting? Like, this is ridiculous already.
Yeah, I agree. Let's all get along.
Okay, we just all get along. Let's start with just world peace. It's crazy.
Can't we all just get along?
So my cousin Tony and I were talking about those Chinese bringing in that fungus. Did you guys see that? That could potentially wipe out all of our crops in America.
Agroterrorism.
And he was saying that that's a Cold War. That's what you called a Cold War. The Wuhan thing, that is bioterrorism.
Yes.
And
if you don't know the story, these were Chinese students. So they were here on international student visas, and they were caught. One woman who worked in a lab at the University of Michigan studying biological pathogens that can kill crops. And her boyfriend flew in from China, was caught at Detroit Metropolitan Airport, trying to smuggle in the very biological pathogen that they were studying that could, in fact, wipe out crops and create disease among livestock and humans and crops. And first he denied it, and then he finally admitted it, that he was, in fact, bringing that in for her to work on and study in the lab. But there were 270,000 Chinese nationals studying in America in the 2023-2024 school year. The second largest group of foreign students in America. And you probably never think about it, and most people don't. And most of them are probably fine. But China is a communist country, and the Communist Party of China, very powerful, funds all of the stuff that happens, including paying the way of these people who are coming here to study. And some of them are most likely operatives of the Chinese government. It's like they're planning spies amongst us. And you can say, this is, dismiss it, but it happens. That's how countries can take over other countries or invade other countries or create terror or havoc in other countries by planning operatives who then launch these attacks on behalf of the government that sent them there. And this is what our current government, at least, is concerned about and trying to prevent. And there may be innocent people who are caught up in it, and that's a real shame. But you tell me what's
Darlene
more
Campbell
important.
says that kitchen too fancy for Kelly. Laugh out loud. How is that too fancy for me? Did you see my house that I built at 3014 Breakers Drive in Corona Del Mar?
You want to show them around?
Did you see my?
How beautiful this kitchen is?
Okay.
I can hold the thing. I'll just follow you.
Okay, here I am. I have, look at all these burners right here. And this one is super fast. It boils water in like a second. I love this thing. I have 2 dishwashers. I have to clean this. I just took it out of the refrigerator. I have a spice rack. I have thing for my utensils.
Mm-hmm.
I have this.
Oh, the drawers are cool. Show them how
I
that
have this
inside
for my
that.
lid.
Yeah.
I have this for my lid.
Yeah.
I have a little space here. I have all this here.
We just did our under cabinet lighting.
I have all this. Right here. Look at this. I
Oh,
have
yeah.
all this under cabinet. Look at this.
The whole thing, that whole giant island has storage underneath.
Oh, I bought this. I forgot. This is awesome. This is
She's finding stuff she didn't even know she had in our kitchen. That is waiting to get done. The bar. That's part of our Patreon. Actually, we were asking people for advice on, because we're going to do something with that. We have to put in shelves and mirrors and lights.
Then I'm redoing
For the bar.
the fireplace.
Yeah, we're going to redo the fireplace. So it's still a work in progress. And we're going to redo this area out here. We're going to put a grill out there and redo the concrete, make it look pretty. So that's going to be the grill area.
Yeah, but Sub-Zero. But look at how much ice I have. Look.
We have 2 ice makers in here. 2 ice
This is
makers.
what I have in my refrigerator. I have this gluten-free pizza.
Looks like lunch.
I have some TGIF Fridays potato skins.
Nice. Is that from Costco?
And I have my frozen bananas and all my fruits for my
Smoothies?
smoothies.
Yeah.
Look at how much ice I have. I have ice here.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another dishwasher right here. Of my.
Oh, and the microwave. Have you seen the microwave? You should push the button. So badass.
And then over here, this. Made this right here. Oh, I think I showed everybody these. This is my bathroom.
That's a
With my-
heated seat.
That's a smart toilet.
It's very smart. It's still a bit messy. It's a work in progress, but we do have another fridge back here
But look.
with another ice maker
Right here.
that has 2 kinds of cubes. That's a really cool fridge.
I love this fridge.
And that's our coffee area. We haven't gotten the fancy coffee maker yet. That's where it'll go if we do
I
that.
gotta put that stuff away.
And then
We need to get a new TV right here.
and we have our other ice maker right here that makes cubes. Makes the Sonic or Chick-fil-A cube. This bad boy. So we have a lot of ice. I love that ice. And a beverage fridge. I think we have plenty of
The storage is what I like.
Oh yeah, and there's all this storage over here too in the dining room.
Oh, here, I'll show them they wanted to see the front. You want to see my furniture out here?
Here. But don't go all the way
I
around.
won't.
These new iron doors, very heavy and awesome.
I cleaned out here yesterday. Oh, I left my Dyson to dry.
Okay.
So that was Julie and I. So yeah, people wanted to see the front yard, our furniture.
It's awesome. I love sitting out there. Very comfortable furniture. So there you go. It's a little tour. Ms. Vista kitchen is glowing.
Thank you.
Navy White Fallison said, oh, JJ Gold just said they just bought 2 Ford Broncos. RHOC
I
season
love those
20.
Broncos.
Kelly Dodd return, Jordan Rodriguez said.
Aw,
Do you want to return in season 20?
they wouldn't have me. They hate my guts.
Maybe they've changed their mind on you.
Andy Cohen legit hates my guts.
I don't know if that's true.
Yes, it is. And you know it's true because someone told us.
Everyone can get over their, you know.
Do you know Jolie was supposed to be born today? June. So I did IVF with Jolie. And because Michael had a slow sperm count. And so they know the exact date that she was supposed to be born. So her birthday was supposed to be 6/6/06. Can you imagine?
John was texting another woman allegedly. She dumped him. That's what's going around.
Wow, that chick can't catch a break with men. She gets around like a record.
Of course, Christy's a patron. Anybody who hasn't done it should.
Yeah.
It's so fun to sit and chat with
Yeah.
Rick and Kelly and everybody on Patreon.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for that, Christy.
My parents are liberal too. It's ridiculous. Your friend LaDonna needs to be paid spokesman for Colombian Society of Plastic Aesthetics and Reconstructive Surgery.
That's a good idea, actually. Irene says it's a warm and sunny day in Chicagoland. That's great. Enjoy it, Irene. I lived in Chicago for a year and a half. I did not.
We know,
like
you know
the weather.
Irene. Irene's our homegirl from Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
She's got cute little kids.
What day are you guys on Jeff Lewis next week?
Friday.
We're on Friday.
We're on Friday.
Yes. So hope you'll tune into that.
Wait.
What?
I heard about Bragg's too. You have to go to Whole Foods and get their brand. I guess it's really good.
Is that the vinegar you have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The apple cider. We
Don't
bought
forget.
the Katy Perry vinegar is not the same. It is gross. That's why you have to put lemon and honey in your tea.
You just can't do it.
That's why
right.
it is disgusting, but you can drink it.
Susan said Bragg's is not the best anymore. Hartman's is better, cleaner.
Oh, okay. Well, at We Care Spa, they had.
Shelly said on Newsmax 2 last night and saw how long your hair is. How much longer do you want it? Well, Kelly styled it.
Do you think it's too long? I like it messy like
I
that.
had a debate. Well, not a debate. I asked the control room if they liked my hair because Kelly styled it. I had it straightened for the first time. My person flat
You're
ironed
lucky
it.
that you have this hair.
I am very fortunate. And so Kelly wanted to try something different. So we straightened it and she styled it for me and styled it and it was very poofy.
Well, I need to put a flat iron to it.
I never on TV looking like that before. So I asked the control room and they were like, no, they like it in here. But I don't think everyone liked it.
Good morning, Bruno, our lovers. Miss you.
Another of our patrons.
Politics makes me crabby.
Yeah, Judy.
Doesn't it make everybody crabby?
Let's do a shout out for Nicole Verone for her son Joey for his high school graduation. And Kelly, could you do one of your impressions?
Okay. Hey, Rick.
Do it. Say it to Joey.
Hi, Joey. This is Erica Jane coming live I want to tell you happy birthday, even though I, didn't want to give back my earrings, but for you, I would.
Congratulations to
Do you
both
guys
of you.
do you guys see that trailer of Orange County Housewives and they did that lie detector? I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then you have that freaking Heather Dubrow, whom I can't stand.
So Ava, we looked
Making
looked
those-
it up. The correct height for a pot installer is between 16 and not
I
pot, pot,
said the same thing.
16 and 24 inches, and our pot filler is at 23. So it's within the 8-inch range that they recommend, 16 and 24. We're at the upper end.
You can Google it. I thought the same thing, and they showed me. It's
But
meant for this.
For the tall pots.
Like this.
But that is, it looks high. I agree, it looks high.
We measured it.
But we measured it. We
We
discussed
measured
it.
So it's like this.
It was not, we were not asked prior to them putting in the pipe how high the pipe would be.
See? It's supposed to be like that. We Googled because I said the same thing. I said that's way too high for a pot filler. And then my cousin Tony said, no, that's the right height. And then he Googled it, and then we got a tape measure and we measured it from there to there.
So it's fine.
So
it's just high. And the truth is she's not going to use it that much.
Yeah, I didn't use it just now.
So I've just been asked to fill in for Ed Henry
for a week,
the entire week of the 16th. So yesterday I filled in for him.
Is that hard to do too?
It's more work. I can handle it, and I did yesterday, but I was a little rough on the first hour. I made some stumbles. I told you, and at one point I was like, "You can tell that this is why I'm a guest host. This is why I'm not the host of the show. You can tell I'm just guest hosting." I said that on the show.
Is it harder?
But apparently they still like the job I did.
I mean, is it hard to like read those and then have those people list? Because I found it difficult because you have that IFB and they're talking to you in here, and then you're talking, and then you're trying to listen. I don't know how you do that.
It takes practice. It's happened to me. There are a number of things that have happened over the years, including when you don't get mixed minus, which is it's called, when they correct the audio feed in your ear where you don't hear yourself talking. But if they don't do the mixed minus correctly, you'll hear yourself in your ear because you're wearing an earpiece, because you can hear the control room and the producer. You'll hear yourself a second or two after you say something. And that is one of the hardest things in the world, to continue speaking and saying what it is you want to say while you're hearing what you just said 2 seconds ago in your ear consistently. It throws you off. And that happens sometimes with the IFB. And the other thing that happens is the producer's telling you something while a guest is talking. They'll often talk to you in the commercial break or during a pre-edited package. But when there's a guest and I'm interviewing someone, I say, so John, tell me about X, Y, and Z. And he starts telling me about it. And then the producer goes, we're going to do this, that, and the other thing after. And I can't hear what the guest is saying. But I still have to ask him a follow-up question. So that's another challenge, since you asked.
Yeah.
Kelly's moved on.
Well, let's see, Rick, are you going to FETA Newsmax 2 studio in Palm Desert so you can enjoy it?
Feta. What is that word supposed to be?
Rick, are you going to Newsmax studio in Palm Desert?
Yes.
Dessert.
Well, the answer to your question is yes, I will have a studio in Palm Desert, and we're going to spend more time out there. Oh, Erica wants to know what you thought of the trailer. You already said.
I thought the trailer was good. Michael is a Trump hater. You know what, Michael? You guys can that's what's so good about being in America. You can have your opinions. I don't understand why people get so mad. Like if Michael Rappaport hates Donald Trump, then he's entitled to hate Donald Trump. I don't understand why it's the left that can't take other people's opinions. Glad Gretchen is back. Me too.
What are you reacting to?
Glad Gretchen is back. And I go, me too. So
Oh,
my friend Candace
Susan Trapp.
just sent me this picture. I want to show it to you. Candace.
The pot filler arm does not lower. No, it doesn't. It swings out, but it doesn't lower.
It doesn't need to, I guess. So my friend, this was my 40th birthday.
I did too, Leslie. I like a roar in
This
my
was my 40th birthday. My friend just sent this. And I'm turning 50. There's Gretchen and Lizzie right there. And Vicky on my 40th birthday. See, I had Gretchen, Lizzie, and Vicky at my 40th birthday, and I'm turning 50 in a couple months. That would be my dream cast. Would be with Vicky, Gretchen, and Lizzie. I love those girls.
Yeah. And they can throw in a few more. You have
Oh no, I would throw in a few more too from people that I'm friends with personally that have a lot of money and have fabulous lives.
and I would agree, Aaron. It's the biggest story on the planet. We have to talk about it, don't we?
Yeah, relax yourself.
Relax yourself. Real Housewives of Margarita. So I like Kelly's political views. Well, good.
She was the one I was talking about Israel.
I know.
You silenced her.
I know.
I don't know why. She can have her opinions.
Yeah, she can. But I
wouldn't have put you in timeout.
You have some crazy in here, Rick. Rick, you can alienate people with every subject. Just be you. I am being me.
But everyone can have their political views. Everyone's entitled to them.
Smiling.
Everybody.
Yes. I can't take another season of Tamara.
I know. Seriously. Why do they have her and Heather Dubrow, who doesn't even live in Orange County? I don't understand it. She rents here for the show. She rents a house.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Michael Rappaport has been amazing as an advocate for Israel. I'm so excited he's going to do your show. Can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait either. It's Friday. Smash your cute little like button and subscribe. It's free. You'll feel so good. Random Acts guy. Thank you, Burmese mountain dogs.
I love those dogs. They're so cute.
Are those the really big ones?
Yes.
Oh, we got another.
Kelly Sandiford. She's
Thank
so
you,
nice.
Kelly
Thank you,
Sandiford.
Kelly. Thank you, Robin Dick.
And thank you,
This is
Robin.
for the commenter who said, I don't get my money's worth.
I don't get my money's worth. How do you know what money's worth?
What does that mean?
How do I want to show that? Hold on, I have to find that because the viewers can't see that. Let me find her. Sorry, we're way behind. Oh my God, there's so many.
Oh my gosh.
There's this one from Tina. Thank you, Tina.
Aww.
She likes my hair.
Thanks, Tina.
Here's Kelly's. Thank you very much, Kelly Sandiford. Very much appreciated. And here's Robin's comment.
He said, I don't get my money's worth.
LOL.
I don't understand.
Where? Here on YouTube? Because it's free. So that hurts even deeper.
Wait, it said, I liked Earl.
Earl the Pearl, but Shannon is a little snobby toward him. That's her new man, Earl the Pearl.
She's not dating anyone.
Oh. I saw Shannon last Saturday at Vicky's boyfriend's surprise birthday party, Mike, who Kelly set up with Vicky. And I hung out, talked to Shannon for a while.
Are you following the Karen retry? What's going on with that? I was. What is going on with that? I need to know. Can you write me real quick?
Tell us what the latest is.
What's the latest?
I haven't been following.
I haven't been following.
I haven't
either,
touched it on my show.
I love that. What's going on? Can you please tell me what's going on?
Okay, Joe. What would you like us to talk about? We can't talk about politics. What can we talk about? Can you guys just do our rundown for us? I'll talk about whatever you want. So will Kelly.
It says, I guess they need a villain, and Tamara has always been one. Right.
Yeah.
I guess.
Tamara fights on IG all day with Teddy haters.
You know what? If I were to ever be on a reality show again, I would just have my girl Lacey. Now I got a Instagram person to help me.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even read any of that stuff. I wouldn't even do it.
Really?
In hindsight.
Yeah.
Because when I said it was God's way of thinning the herd, everyone went nuts.
Oh yeah. Mark does
And I
stuff.
didn't even say it. He did.
I said it privately.
As
You
a-
said it on Instagram Live.
And Bravo got so mad.
When I said it privately, I was half kidding, and I didn't think Kelly would then turn around and say it on Instagram Live to the world. I said that's God's way of thinning the herd, and I know that's a very insensitive thing to say.
But we're all
I'm
gonna
sorry,
die.
but I've been a journalist for 40 years, and it's like being a cop. Okay, you're exposed to this awful stuff day after day after day, and you get hard, and you get an edge, and then you just like certain things, like gallows humor. It's inevitable when you're surrounded by that. You have to find a way to make it okay when you're exposed to it all day, every day. The worst of the worst. When anything bad happens, you go out the door and you cover it and you're immersed in it all day for weeks at a time. That's what I did. So I had to have, gallows humor. And I said it was God's way.
I have sophomoric humor. I'm immature.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Sofa Q says every time your ring goes off, I run to my front door. Kelly gets, she was saying that's so annoying, but at the same time, if you don't have the alert on, what's the point of having a camera? You're not going to know when there's somebody there.
Yeah, that's
Tony's at our desert house with Rebecca.
I love watching them, by the way. I sneak up on them. I die laughing.
Half high, babe. I want it all. Social life, politics, DIY, cooking, and vacation coverage. You get it on Patreon, the Rick and
I want
Kelly
to know
Show.
social life, politics, DIY, cooking, vacation coverage. That's what I get. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Wow, how hot are you? Half.
Oh,
hot?
here's your trial update.
Oh yeah. They're both sick. As her text shows, she was a willing participant. Who?
Oh, Aaron said reach out to the Daily Dose of Donna. She's all in on Karen Reed trial.
Oh.
But then there was something else. Oh, they got a forensic specialist who said
listen to
the
Karen.
marks on John O'Keefe's arms are definitely from a dog.
What?
He's the guy he was hit by. The prosecution trying to say she backed her car into him and hit him.
Right. And
But-
she said she didn't. She left him.
Right.
And then the lady that's in the house wrote, "How long does it take to die when you're outside in the cold?"
Yes. So the defense is arguing that she left him there, and they were all hammered. And one of the guys in the house, there was an argument, a fight, and he got killed. The guy got hit over the head and killed. And then they put his body outside. And then they blamed it on her.
I'm with you. Gail Ward, homegirl. I love you, by the way. I think she's kind of guilty too because of her text and the way she was talking. And she was all drunk and she was like, she was like in a fit of rage.
Yes.
I think so too. I'm on you. But then why would that lady look up on Google how long does it take for a person to die?
Right.
That's what kind of threw me off.
There's a lot of weirdness going on there. And there are reasons why the first jury was hung, why they couldn't reach a verdict, because there's a lot of possibilities there. And I guess they didn't make a clear, convincing case against her or in defense of her.
But that documentary, she was kind of annoying. Like she's not very likable. You know what I mean? Like it seems like she kind of likes this, like this attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, at least you get a lot of it. But she was hammered, admittedly hammered. They drank a lot and would get like blind drunk and have these fights all the time. So
that's all my sister talks about is that Karen Reed trial.
Here's some sports news. Aaron Rodgers joining the Steelers. That's my team. Not sure about this. The crazy thing is, we just had a conversation with Lacey, who helps us with our show, about Aaron Rodgers' brother. His brother and his brother's wife have a spritzer company. They make spritzers.
Wait,
do you know this? And the spritzers are coming today.
Oh, good. What does it say? Your opinion is irrelevant. No one said he was ran over. No one is saying that because a car never went over him, and that's not what
Anyone thinks. So you
So
just don't know what you're talking about?
no, that he got hit by the car.
Well,
He
that
didn't
was
get run
my
over.
understanding, that the argument was that she backed into him. That's what they're saying she did. She backed into him and knocked him down and then left him to die in the cold all night.
That was I have
Is
no
that
idea.
not what they're saying?
Did you not watch the documentary?
Isn't that what they're saying happened? I thought that's what they were saying. Oh, here it is. Here's what the defense is saying. John was beat up inside the house by cop buddies. Yes, she's harsh, nasty, drinks, but she's not a killer.
It's not about being a killer. Any of us can be a killer, right? Anyone can do it. I'm not saying she's a killer. It could have been she was drunk and she had a fit of rage and she probably like could have hit him. She didn't know she hit him. She could have went.
Yeah,
Like
that could have happened.
that could have happened.
But she says it didn't happen.
It's not a killer. It's not like she maybe did it, like killed him on purpose. We don't know. We don't know. I'm not.
If I look hungover, it's not because of Hulk beer, the real American beer that we got yesterday. It would be because of the tequila I drank after the Hulk beer.
I love this. Easy off-white wrapper. Shirley-Ann, and I didn't know about Bragg's. Thank you. What kind now? Some saying don't drink Bragg's. Okay. Well, We Care Spa.
The Boston PD
Want me to
definitely
drink
killed
it?
him, whether it was on purpose or an accident. The dog attacked John O'Keefe, and it's proven that those are dog bites. Okay, now what do you have to say, off-white wrapper? And then Tiny said she did not hit him with her car.
She did not hit him with her car.
And then Susan said if she did do it, it was not purposely. And Chrissy said she was angry because he was talking to another girl at the bar prior. They were definitely having a fight.
Yeah, they had a fight.
That doesn't mean that she killed him.
No.
There was a lot going on there.
Sorry, Kelly.
Your opinion is always relevant. Yours is too, Rick. I was referring to Susan. See, now this is how stuff gets started when you think someone's talking to you and they're not. Thank you, Off-White Rapper. You are now back in our good graces.
Thank you, Off-White Rapper.
We are big fans of yours.
He's cute. I like those.
Off-White
pictures.
Rapper. What does that mean?
You probably can rap.
So Chrissy said, I thought they found a piece of her taillight on the ground or something. That's true. There was something. Right? And so we watched the documentary, but we're not keeping up with the trial. Do you remember if her taillight was in the snow? Or?
I watched that documentary with her, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that trial. I don't know.
Robin's right. Anger can make you crazy.
Especially jealousy.
Judy
People
said,
can go into jealous rages, and then one fell swoop, you can like snap. Look at OJ, for instance.
Listen to this. Rick and Kelly never get the story right. I can't believe Rick is a journalist. Oh yeah, he was a Fox journalist.
That's a left-leaning woman right there.
Ms. B.
I never get a story right.
Are you serious right now? Do you know how many stories I do every single day? And you say I never get a story right?
No,
Okay.
she's saying I do. I never get a story
You said
right.
Rick and Kelly never get the story right. That's a broad accusation. You're saying I never get a story right. I'm always wrong. I would challenge you on that. I would challenge you to watch my show. And I would challenge you to give me evidence. If I got one bit of this particular story wrong, I already admitted that I'm not following the trial. But come on now. I've been around the world covering news in some of the worst places on earth. Okay?
Karen was jealous. She didn't mean to kill him, but
I'm very proud of the reporting I've done. And I don't get facts wrong.
what do you think is going to happen? Who do you think killed this guy? Was it the dogs? I don't know. I'm not saying I got the story right because I don't know the story exactly. I just watched the documentary.
After watching the documentary, I did believe that guy got beat up and killed by the other cops who were in the house. I don't know.
Because you said those cops could be a little tricky, right? a little bit?
Well,
Like,
yes, of
no?
course. There's always a bad apple in every bunch. And especially when there's a heavy alcohol involved. When you're that hammered, one disagreement can lead to one thrown punch they would never throw if you weren't drunk. Right?
Yeah.
And the guy could have got hit on the head. Whatever happened, happened. I don't know what happened, but it's certainly possible. And after watching the documentary, which I believe was one-sided, it was from her point of view. I believe that she didn't do it.
Well, Lynn seems to think the dog pushed him down the basement stairs and he hit his head on the cement floor. That's my opinion. Thank you for your
Or the
opinion.
butler did it. I mean, the butler could have done it, you know,
What's the name of the documentary?
with the candle
It's
and
the Karen Reed documentary, right?
yeah, I don't remember.
What, Alexa? Alexa, what is the name of the Karen Reed documentary?
From filmthreat.com. Patty Ivan's Specs documentary feature, Deconstructing Karen, is one of those must-see films if you want to understand the current problem of race relations in the United States.
Gulf Shore Decor said, Kelly, I think those black shells would look awesome flush to the wall. I think you could see them better. You mean to the front?
Yeah, someone
Bring
said
them
that to me
further to the
before.
front?
Yes.
I mean, I'll do it. There's glass in there, so I don't want to mess anything up. But there's certainly they're cabinets, so we can move those cabinets.
I kind of agree.
Yeah, we
I
can move.
think that's, he had a drywall back there. Rick did that.
But we can pull them closer to the front. I didn't know where to place them actually. But if you want them closer to the front, we can do that. Look at my hot wife. Hey now. All right, so we've been on for over an hour.
right,
I
let's
think
get
we
it.
got to get going on our day. But this has been really fun. And I'm sorry that we didn't get to so many of your comments. We need a better moderator besides myself. Or
Me.
Kelly does a good job, but maybe-
Okay, join Patreon and see who won the cook-off, me or Rebecca.
We have a lot of great stuff in that show, which I will finish editing today and upload today to the patreon.com platform, the Rick and Kelly Show. So
Damn.
we hope you guys have a smash-tastic day.
I just want to read something about Becky. Oh, they're fighting between each other? I wish I had
Joy
something-
said he was beat up inside the house. A dog attacked him because he was fighting his owner, and then they hit him too many times and he died. And then they set her up. That makes so much sense to me.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to think the other cop beat him up.
Yeah. Hun. I think that's probably what happened. I mean, that was your visceral reaction at first. That's what you thought happened.
Yeah. But then there's little things like his phone stopped moving between 4 and 60 seconds after Karen drove away. His phone's temperature continuously dropped. If that's true, then that lends credence to the argument that she might have backed into him.
Huh.
He disputed the taillight was broken to a level that they're claiming he said had one small crack out of it. He's another police officer outside of Canton.
That is not how I saw her car when it was impounded by the Canton Police Department.
Harriet said, I love the kitchen so sharp. I love black chairs with framed black windows. Yeah. Okay, so Plea 52, there's so much more to the Karen Reed story. That's why they're trying it, because it was a hung jury. There's no proof the car hit him. The Alberts in the house killed him or their dog did.
I think she's right. She said, you don't need a facelift yet, though I wish I could get one now at the age 56. I think because Jacqueline Lorita's 50, what did she say she is? 55, 53?
I didn't watch that whole thing. I was working upstairs.
Subpoena the dog.
Chrissy, we have that in the desert, the mirrored subway tile, and I suggested that to Kelly actually. But
I
she's
have
looking
it.
at
I have that mirrored subway tile in the desert. I don't like it.
it's beveled. It's beveled, mirrored,
I like
old fashioned.
flush, either antique mirrored or
It's
I like-
most likely going to be a mirror back with shelving and lighting, underlighting on the shelves, right? Do you want glass shelves or wood shelves?
a glass so I can have lighting underneath.
The lights. Okay, we really have to go. This
Okay.
is fun though, and
This
there's
is
so many
fun.
comments. Wait, hold on. This is so great. You know what, Ms. B? Thanks for the entertainment. Appreciate you.
Please get a facelift.
Thank you for that. Have a great
Okay,
day,
I'll
everybody.
get one.
On that note, we're out.
All right.